he's done. His movies are weird. There's only 10 of them. But I would say that these are some of the best movies ever made. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so the first movie on our tier list is Blue Velvet. Now I'm going to be talking about these movies and because they're absolutely amazing. This is Kyle MacLachlan, David Lynch are in it. It's an absolute wonderful movie. So in this movie, Kyle MacLachlan's character is a young man who gets in trouble with the mafia because he finds a girl when snooping around who's in bed with the mafia, literally, and she's involved with Dennis Hopper's character, who is an absolute psychopath and mafia man. And it's about Kyle MacLachlan getting caught into it, and he's just trying to do the right thing and get this woman to safety. He has a romantic relationship with this woman, and also he's also has a girlfriend who he's with that is like the daughter of the police chief, and he's trying to get the mafia guy taken care of and everything taken care of. And that's pretty much the story of Blue Velvet. It's an amazing, fantastic movie, and I cannot gush about it enough. It is one of David Lynch's more grounded films, but it's really, really, really good, and it is going in S tier. It just is. It's a phenomenal movie. Kyle MacLachlan and Dennis Hopper are great in this. I strongly recommend this to anybody, really. Okay, so next movie is Wild at Heart. And this is really, really a fantastic movie. So Wild at Heart, starring Laura Dern and Nicolas Cage. And it's pretty much a road trip between these two and their wacky adventures across the state. And they also get like in bed with the mafia sort of thing, tracking down. So Nicolas Cage starts off the movie. Nicolas Cage getting in trouble with some guy, then mercilessly beating the living snot out of somebody. One of the most over-the-top fight scenes ever. And then he goes in jail, and because Laura Dern's character's mother doesn't like it. He ends up getting out of jail, and they go on a road trip while Laura Dern's character, her mother, who is portrayed as the Wicked Witch of the West in this movie, she is trying to stop it and hires a bunch of mafia people to chase him down. And that's pretty much that story. Willem Dafoe's in it, and William Dafoe has the most over-the-top death scene I have ever seen in any movie. This movie is silly, crazy road trip. Nicolas Cage is one of my favorite actors of all time. I can't gush enough about Nicolas Cage. I can make a tier list of Nicolas Cage movies because how much I love him. He's my favorite actor, but this isn't a Nicolas Cage tier list. This is a David Lynch tier list, and I'm just telling you that Nicolas Cage is in it, and it was really, 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 really fun watching this movie. And I'm going to give this movie an S tier. Yep, there's going to be a theme here. S tier. Okay, so here is Dune. Dune is probably David Lynch's most non-David Lynch movies. I mean, it's really just the story of Dune. If you've seen the newer Dune, it's kind of the same thing, except for more David Lynchy, I guess. It's okay. It's a good movie. It's like a dream sequence, and it has some cool special effects with like a polygon fight scene. Sting's in it, which is pretty cool. Sting plays the main villain. Kyle MacLachlan's in this one too. Kyle MacLachlan's in a lot of David Lynch films. I'll be honest, this movie is probably his weakest blank film, and it's okay. It's an okay movie. I'd strongly recommend watching this. I'd watch this over the new Dune. But I'll be honest, it's honestly not really that great of a movie compared to the rest of them on here. Don't get me wrong, every David Lynch movie is great, and I strongly recommend every movie, but this one's more of an okay movie. Every other movie on this tier list is gonna be higher. It just is. Alright, so next we're on Eraserhead. And Eraserhead is a very interesting movie. It really is. Okay, so Eraserhead is about of like a mutant space creature sort of thing, like an alien space creature. Not that I can relate, because I'm not a space alien at all. I'm an old Earth human. And his wife's kind of having some issues, and he's trying to take care of his son, and his son gets sick, and that's the movie. That's really, it's a storyline. But it's a weird movie. It's a lot of dream sequences. The song In Heaven, the one I said, the song In Heaven, in heaven, everything is fine. In heaven, everything is fine. You got your good things, and I got mine. That song is from Eraserhead, and I sang that on my channel, maybe a couple times. I really like it. I really just love this movie, and it's got some cool dream sequences. It's completely shot in black and white, and it's very, very good. I'm gonna be real. It is a phenomenal movie. It is so weird. It's so fun. It's so goofy. It's David Lynch's first movie. It's what put him on the map, and you can see why. David Lynch is a genius, and this is a great movie. But this movie's not gonna go in S. It's not. It's going in A. This movie is not as good as these two. I'm just gonna be real. Okay, so now we're getting into Inland Empire. I'm going to put this in S before I start talking about it because there's a lot to unpack here. So, I'm going to be real. I don't know what Inland Empire is about. I've seen this movie a few times, and I don't know what this movie's about. It's so convoluted, so out there, so bizarre. It's like a very artsy film that if you can tell me what it's about, put in the comment section if you know what this movie's about. I guess it's about an actress who is a struggling actress who gets a role and is cheating cheating with the male lead, and her husband is completely protective of her and wants to kill her because in his past life he was a mafia person who was overprotective of his girlfriend and killed her, I guess. And the actual cheating that she did was not real, was only in the movie, but the movie is real, but the movie's not real. And then there's these characters are also bunnies, but they're not bunnies in a different parallel TV program. And all this is taking place with a girl watching a TV that is watching this entire movie because it's a movie within a movie within a movie within a dream within a different alternate realities paralleling each other, and you get to see all of it unfold in a movie, trying to piece together what is going on. Also, there's a blonde woman there's a woman with a blonde wig and a monkey. I don't know why David Lynch got a thing with women with blonde wigs. Not even blonde hair, blonde wigs, but that seems to come up in a lot of the movies. And this movie was so weird, so crazy, so beyond anything I've ever seen, and I loved it. I loved it, and it was great. Next one, Lost Highway. Lost Highway is a interesting film where, it's an interesting film where, like, multiple people, and it's just, it is a really out there film. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna get into Lost Highway, which is about a guy who got in trouble with the mafia, which seems to be a common occurrence with David Lynch films. Okay, so he gets caught into the mafia, right? And what's really out there about that is he gets in trouble for the murder of a guy who is that he killed, but then you go back in time and see who he killed. So he killed him after the guy goes in jail for a murder of this guy he killed, and you see the guy he killed, and you see he's dealing with another guy. But this one guy the guy who's been in prison turns into the guy who killed him. So the guy constantly shapeshifts into another person because his wife also constantly shapeshifts into one person. And every new person in this movie is two people. Well, the main character and his wife are two different people. And it's a very interesting concept. You get cool things like reverse explosions. You get some cool cameos like from Marilyn Manson and Gary Busey. It's a fun film. It's really enjoyable. Lost Highway is really, really, really good. It's really, really, really weird. And I strongly recommend it. Like I said, I strongly recommend all these things. And there we go. Lost Highway going in S tier. Yep. In S tier. Alright. starring Naomi Watts, Ann Miller, just a bunch of great people. And this one is really, really out there because I'm gonna spoil the movie right for you right now. The ending is it seems like it's weird, but it's the actual ending. Once you know what's going on, it's all a dream. The whole thing is all a dream because what happens was Naomi's character is a movie star who's jealous. Is a movie star and she's jealous of this one woman and hires a hitman to have the movie star she's jealous of killed. And that's fine. You know, she has it. She's well, it's not fine. Don't kill people. Don't hire new people to have them killed. And that's the reality she lives in. But in another reality you see that's going on, she actually finds the other girl, and another girl who's the same actress, was trying to help and save from someone who's trying to murder her, and you see this whole dream sequence, and it's like a really weird, like almost like she's trying to save her, and they like become lovers and all that stuff, and then they find her dead body, and it's just a really, really out there movie. A lot of like weird stuff. Some of the weird shadow type people from Twin Peaks kind of show up in this one as well, which there's some linkage between the movies, and it's good. It's good. I would strongly recommend Mulholland Drive. It's there's like a little bit. One thing I want to warn you about all the David Lynch movies, like Blue Velvet, Wild at Heart, and Mulholland Drive, are very adult movies, and some of the love scenes are very long and they take very long, and they're very, very graphic. So if you don't want like graphic adult content, be warned that that's in these movies. Also, Twin Peaks Fire Walks Me is a little like that too, but we'll get to that. Mulholland Drive, going at A. It's a good movie. Is it as good as these other ones? I don't think it is. I mean, I would say it's almost up to an S tier. I like it more like Eraserhead, but I don't like it as much as I like Lost Highway or Inland Empire. Okay, and my favorite one here, it's hard to tell because I like Blue Velvet and Wild at Heart. Those ones are my favorites. So, next up is Elephant Man. Elephant Man is the story of the Elephant Man, John Merrick. It's his story, and it's his story. And you see him going from a person who's like considered a freak in a circus and a sideshow to getting treated as a human and actually becoming a more human character. And you get to experience life through him and what he's going through. And it's a good movie. But there's not much to it other than that. It's kind of more realistic. There's not really too many dream sequences. There are a little bit, but it's kind of just, it's like a plain simple movie, and it's fine. It's a fine movie. I really enjoy it. I'm putting this one in B-A-B. This one, I like it more. I like Dune, but I don't like it as much as I like Mulholland Drive. It's fine. Okay, so this is a straight story. So what if David Lynch, the surreal art house madman, had a leash on him by Disney? What if Disney had put him in a place where he was constricted? Could he make a phenomenal movie? Yes. Straight Story is amazing. Straight Story is about a man who goes across country on a tractor, and you just see his journey of going on a journey throughout a tractor. You get to meet this guy who is so stubborn that he refuses to use a walker. He uses 2 canes instead of a walker. That's how stubborn this guy is. And you get like really emotional stuff. And you get to hear about his he's a veteran, and you get to hear about his war stories, and they're heartbreaking. And you get to see the humanity of how they interact with him and his story. This movie is breathtaking. This movie is amazing. It is one of the best movies I've ever seen, and I strongly recommend it. All these other movies are kind of weird, but this movie is not that weird. It's grounded in reality. It's really, really, really good. And I'm gonna be real. I strongly recommend Straight Story. It is a Disney film, but it doesn't feel like a Disney film. Oh wow, it is so human, so good. And I can gush about all these movies, you know, they're all great. This one is just, this one's something else. This one's something special. Now, do they all belong in S tier? Absolutely, all these belong in S tier, and this one does too. You know, this one does too. Do I like it as much? I like Wild at Heart. No, I like Wild at Heart better, but they're very different movies, and I wouldn't recommend Wild at Heart for someone who doesn't like weird movies. I wouldn't recommend Blue Velvet for someone who doesn't like weird movies. But Straight Story, I would recommend it to anybody. Okay, because like I said, David Lynch is kind of an acquired taste because his movies are so bizarre. But this one is by far his most normal and good movie. Okay, the only thing weird about it is there's not a chapter swap on the DVD and that's the only thing weird about this movie. That's it. And now we're getting into Twin Peaks: Fire Walk with Me. But we're not going to talk about Twin Peaks: Fire Walk with Me. We're going to talk about Twin Peaks. One of the greatest TV shows that ever existed of all time is Twin Peaks. Oh wow. This one is really, really, really good. The story of Dale Cooper, the detective who is investigating the murder of Laura Palmer. And then it's also, which that's the story is on the surface. But then you get to meet every character in it, and there's so many good characters. Every character is wild and goofy and silly, and you get to know this town intimately. You get to know all these characters. Every character is absolutely fun, amazing, well written, and you just get to know this whole town. And the first season is they try to get them find the murderer of Laura Palmer. And you don't get the end. You find out who the murderer is, but you kind of get a weird sense of supernatural and of it, and you don't really know who the murderer is. In season 2, you get to know that the murderer is Bob, and Bob is a supernatural type of ghost man occurrence, like from another dimension sort of thing, and it gets weird, and he's the murderer, and he possessed someone in Twin Peaks to kill Laura Palmer. Now, I'm not going to tell you who it is, because you don't want that kind of spoiler. I'm not going to spoil that for you on who the murderer of Laura Palmer is. And you're going to find out, and I suggest you strongly recommend you watch Twin Peaks Seasons 1 and 2 before watching Fire Walk with Me. Because Fire Walk with Me is about the murderer, and you find out who the murderer is, and it's the whole story of the murderer. And and before you watch Season 3 of Twin Peaks, you have to watch the movie Season 1 of Twin Peaks, Season 2 of Twin Peaks. Watch Fire Walk with Me as a third season, even though it's a prequel to Twin Peaks, but you want to watch it after Twin Peaks Season 1 and 2, and then you want to watch all the deleted scenes. Yes, I said that. You want to watch all the deleted scenes of Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me. It's a whole nother movie, and if you do not watch the deleted scenes of Fire Walk with Me, you will not understand. You won't. You will not understand the ending of Twin Peaks. There's so much going on in the movie that is explained in the deleted scenes of this movie. This movie right here. The deleted scenes are important. Then you watch Season 3, and Season 3 is great because it's got like cameos from like Matthew Lillard, and Belushi, and it's got a lot of good, cameos in it, and it's just amazing. It is, the Returns is a great, and like I said, you'll understand the movie so much better if you watch it in the order I told you to. Alright, so we're gonna go through a quick summary of this so you guys can watch this. And hey, if you like these kind of videos, my tier list, please put a suggestion in the comment section, okay? On any tier list you want me to do, any kind of movies, anime, which I do a lot of anime stuff, video games, cartoons, anything like that, put it in the comment section to let me know. If you like my videos, I play a lot of retro video games, I do singing, I do these kind of tier lists. Remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification button. It really helps me out a lot. Okay, and you know how much I love you guys. I do this for you, so if you got any suggestions, I'm here for it. I want to hear you guys' suggestions so I can do more videos like this. Okay, so let's now is a summary of the David Lynch films. So right here we got Blue Velvet, the story of a young man who gets in bed with the mafia and is trying to rescue a damsel in distress. Wild at Heart, a Nicolas Cage road trip. Inland Empire, I don't know what this movie's about, but I like it. Lost Highway, you might be somebody else and you don't know. You don't know. Creepy. Straight Story, one of the most grounded and well put together movies ever made, and it's probably the greatest road trip movie of all time. Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks is fantastic. Watch every episode and the movie. Watch season 1, season 2, the movie deleted scenes, and then watch Twin Peaks The Return in that order. Yes, in that order. Eraserhead, about a man who's got aliens, mutant son who's sick and he's trying to take care of. Mulholland Drive, Dream Murder Mystery. Elephant Man, story of John Merritt. And Dune, it's Dune. That's all I can say, it's Dune. Alright, this is the Nitro list of David Lynch's films. I love David Lynch. I love his movies. I love his shorts. I love his books. I love his movies. I like the Jack Rabbit shorts. Everything he's done has been brilliant, and I strongly recommend you subscribe to his channel, watch his movies, read his books. He's an absolute genius. Alright, and that's gonna be it for me. I love you all. See you on the next one. Bye! Well, Earthlings, it looks like it's time to say farewell. It was very nice to see you. If you like this content, please consider liking and subscribing. And if you have any suggestions, please comment me. You can always contact me and my Twitter account at Reiko_star and message me and give me feedback. I'd appreciate that. Alright, see you next time.